Oh man, check this out. We got the Crate GX600 Peavey Bandit red stripe. We're gonna shoot these out to see which one can death metal better. And also I got my amp selector here, so we're gonna flop between this. And of course the cell phone's doing that thing. Anyways, there's the E906 and an SM57, and check out this guitar. It's a Michael Kelly custom something or other. Really cool guitar. Let's check these out. What is up, everybody? Today we got the GX600 by Crate and the Peavey Bandit 112 that are converted from a combo into a head, and it's going through my JSX straight cab with the E906 on the XXX and SM57 on the V30. We do also have the precision drive, which I've been using lately just because it's quick and easy to use, so that can be engaged for both of these. But what I wanted to do today is figure out which amp can do the death metal sound better. So I'm not going to go through all the cleans and all the modes and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get a really cool sounding death metal sound. We all know that the GX600 can basically do that, since that's basically a Ampeg VH140C iteration, kind of. I know that Crate has the, what is it, the GX140C? Yeah, something like that. And that is more of a knockoff of the Ampeg, of the VH. And then you have the GX600, which is, I think, basically the same thing. But let's go through these. Let's check these out. I got these dialed in to have the most scooped, incoherent sounding death metal tone that you can get out of these. So basically the GX600, I have the shape knob pushed all the way up to 3 o'clock, and on the Bandit I have it in, what is this called? It's called modern. The setting's called modern. So let's go over to the Peavey Bandit. Hear that again. Okay, and here's the Crate. So the shape knob is all the way at 3 o'clock. Let's go all the way with the shape knob, and this is what that sounds like. I think it's a little too much. So let's bring the shape back a little bit. There we go, so it comes alive a little bit. And let's go back to the Bandit. will note that I have this amp, the gain's all the way up on this one. And I've already kind of dialed this into the way I like it. And same thing with the Bandit too. I'm just flipping through the modes that it has, which is vintage, modern. I can't believe that's modern. And then what is it? High gain. So let's go over to the high gain and see what, or no, let's go to vintage first. So here's vintage. That sounds pretty good. I definitely like that more than the super scoop sound that the modern does. I do have this set to tight instead of loose on the Bandit, so I'll show you what the loose sounds like. A lot of low end. There's tons of low end on this Bandit for sure. So we go back to tight. I just think that's a lot more controllable. And I can bring up the low ends here. Was that the, yeah, okay. Let's bring it up even more. Now, let's go back over to the crate. Yeah, doesn't even compare. Let's take the shape and go to 11 o'clock. And Peavey. The Peavey sounds a little more articulate, to tell you the truth. Crate. This does have a little more gain, but it's also doing the vintage mode. So we'll turn down the gain on the crates. About 3 o'clock. Bandit. Well, let's mess with the crate a little bit more. See if we can get it a little more clearer. I feel like these two knobs work together in some kind of interesting way. It's the high and the shape. Let's go back to Bandit. Oops, what did I do? I guess I had an issue with the wiring in there or something. All of a sudden it just kind of died on me. But I'll mess with that. Anyways, so I got my PRS now. All right, so that being, let's see, that's the crates, and now this is the Peavey. Crate one more time. Okay, what do I like better? Great. Man, that is a tough one. As far as death metal goes, this just sounds like it has a little more low mids to it. That's a tough one to figure out. Let's go over to the high gain mode on this one and see what that sounds like. Whoa. Let's bring the distortion down there. Sounds like there's a little too much low in here, just kind of mudding it up. Turned up the gain on that. Now it's starting to just kind of fall apart though. But that's the kind of fall apart we want with death metal. Peavey one more time. Messing with the mids. It just sounds modern. This one sounds a little more modern than this one. Obviously, this one is newer than this guy, this being early 90s, this being early 2000s, so 10 years apart or so. It definitely sounds like a Peavey, you know? And then the crate. Let's go ahead and boost them. Boosted. and the Peavey. Man, that is tough. I need to hear the crate one more time. Bring in some more low end. Peavey. You know what? You'll be awesome hearing both of these in the mix. I think that would sound awesome. So you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go ahead and record something really quick and then go back and listen to it and play to it. And let's see what it sounds like. So let's do the Bandit first. Actually, what you'll hear is you'll hear both of them at the same time. So let me think of something. I don't know what that sounds like, but you do because I just edited it in there. Anyways, that was all I wanted to go through. Which one do you guys think is the more death metal amp? Is it the more modern Peavey Bandit, or is it the Crate GX600 from the 90s? Ooh, that's a tough one. Anyways, like and subscribe. DMD out.